where the final score was the Giants 4.
Sports presents the National Football League. Today, it's the Denver Broncos versus the Phoenix Cardinals.
For the Phoenix Cardinals, always concerned is stopping Denver's 2-game losing streak. Cardinals won the toss, and they are receiving. And this is by Sikahema, the 4-year man from Brigham Young, on the return, and we get a look at Tim Rosenbaugh out of Washington State. Goes 6'2", 210 pounds. The Cardinals' first-round pick in the supplemental draft. He was a holdout, missed the entire training camp. Quarterback who can scramble, as some have said. He has the linebacker mentality, similar to Jim Kelly of Buffalo.
Also told us yesterday he plays the game on emotion. He is really a fiery quarterback.
Cardinals from their 24, and he'll put it up. And he's putting it up long. Intended for Roy Green. A look at the Cardinal offensive line, and this team, as I mentioned, hard hit by injury. They have continued to shuffle. In fact, the rookie Mike Zendowski now is starting at left guard, and Joe Wolf making his 5th position change because of the absence of Tootie Robbins, who was sidelined by injury. And in the backfield, Tony Jordan and Earl Farrell. And in the passing situation, Dale Usher. And a tight end goes to the wide receiver spot. Jay Novacek comes on to the ground. And Tony Jordan is stopped by Carl Mecklenburg. Jordan getting the start today. He was a starter earlier in the season. And a look at the Denver Broncos defensive alignment, and they have been outstanding, allowing the fewest points in the NFL, led by Mecklenburg, who is having another Pro Bowl season. And in the passing alignment, Scott Curtis, Mark Haynes, Kip Carrington come on. And the Broncos secondary under normal conditions, 3rd down and 11 from the 23. Rosenbaum couldn't find anyone, and short of the first down.
Actually, Marv, that's a play.
Backup quarterback Tom Tupa was the punter and had a terrific day, averaging close to 47 per punt. Natil on the return.
Fumble.
Natil never did get the grip on it, and the Broncos have recovered. So Natil on the muff, and then able to recover a 38-yard punt and a 6-yard return.
That ball looked like it hung up there a little bit, Marvin. Natil had to really run.
Denver Broncos. We are just underway in Phoenix. Bobby Humphrey has the first down. Lonnie Young, the free safety, made the stop. You can hear the roar for the Denver Broncos. A large contingent making it here from the Mile High City. And that the major reason that there's a big crowd on hand.
Before Phoenix came here, the fans were split between Dallas and Denver.
Offensive line, Gerald Perry has had his difficulties with a host of penalties during the course of the season. Humphrey and Bratton are the starting running backs. Bratton making his first ever start as a fullback. First down at midfield. Humphrey to the outside.
Humphrey carries.
Bobby Humphrey, the spectacular rookie from Alabama, was run out by the strong safety Tim McDonald.
One of the things that the Phoenix Cardinals do very well, this is McDonald, the strong safety. His position is normally up here, but because of the way Denver runs, he's up there cheating on Bobby Humphrey. And watch what he does on the snap of the ball. He's looking right at Humphrey. They run the sweep. No one can get a block on him. He's there to make the tackle. One of the premier strong safeties in the NFC. Tim McDonald, 46.
2nd down, 6 at the Phoenix 44. On the delay, Humphrey. And he has to take. Elway guns it and able to hit the tight end Clarence Kay. And apparently they say he did 10 and 10 at the Cardinal 39. Elway with the time, and that was picked up on the hop. Incomplete. 39. No score for early first quarter. Once again, Elway with time and facing pressure, able to shut it and then hit back behind the line by Harvey.
Boy, he had a man wide open down the field, too. Mark Jackson was open. Good pressure by the Cardinals.
Sikahema lets the short punt bounce around the 20-yard line. And the Cardinals will take over. 21, though. Yes, still looking for victory number 1. This is 4th game. And a first down at the 20. Cardinals back to the offense. Sikahema for a short to finish up at 7-9. Ron Wolfley for just a yard. Alfonso
just 30. Walks like he's 70. Is going to need a hip replacement.
It is a 3rd down and 5. And Rosenbaugh has it batted down.
Kind of disrupt his pattern a little bit.
And the punt by Camarillo. Here's Natil. Had some difficulty in the first punt return, and he fumbles. Recovered by the Cardinals. Well, the Denver Broncos continue to have difficulties, and the punt a pretty good portion of the crowd, including the Joker, in favor of the Phoenix Cardinals, although a large contingent on hand from Denver. Broncos now first down from the 43 off a big break. Humphrey to the outside. Penalty marker is down. Humphrey
to 9:19. Please reset the clock to 9:19.
Field for their first playoff game, which will be played the weekend of January 6th and 7th, but seeking to clinch it for the rest of the way. Off the delay, Humphrey. Proving very tough to haul down on the season. No Denver rookie ever has reached that plateau. Elway in trouble. And goes sideline. Oh, nice catch. Vance Johnson with his 5 from midfield. 4 wideouts for Denver. No score. We're first quarter. And again, the completion to Johnson. And he has the first down. Some of your screen. Humphrey could not make the turn. Anthony's pick in the supplemental draft, averaging just under 4 yards per carry. He is 5th in the AFC in rushing, and moments ago became the first Denver Bronco rookie to ever hit the 1,000-yard mark. We're at the midway point of this first quarter. K in motion. Away to the sideline. Picked off by Cedric Mack. Cedric Mack. First quarter, no score between Denver and the Phoenix Cardinals. And Sikahema hit immediately by the right defensive end, Ron Holmes. The Cardinals to the offense following the interception of John Elway by that have been nationally televised. He guided Washington State to an upset win over Troy Aikman and UCLA in the Rose Bowl last season. Led Washington State over Houston in the Aloha Bowl. Able to stand in there, completes to Roy Green.
See, he's normally throwing to developmental guys. He's playing John Elway last week, and now as a starter, he gets to throw to the starter.
Yes, he said he was in awe of Roy Green when he first showed up in the training camp. Ron Wolfley able to, before interviewing Wade Phillips or Mike Shanahan about head coaching jobs, and Bobby Beathard said he hasn't agreed to join any NFL team next season. Rosenbaugh. Incomplete, intended for the Seattle Detroit. They won their first 2, and then they lost 4 in a row. Second down and 10. And Rosenbaugh goes sideline and incomplete. Intended for Sikahema. Teased about being pushed aside for the rookie Rosenbaugh. Third down and 10. And Rosenbaugh able to flip one out, but short of the first down. Johnson instead of Ricky Natil, who bobbled and then fumbled, but the Broncos got a break with the call of the whistle stopping the play, and they'll bring it out to the 20-yard line. So with 5:26 remaining in this first quarter, no score, the 51-yard punt. Steve Steve Sewell in motion. Here's Humphrey. Out across the 25. Tripped up by the middle linebacker. Carries 36 yards for the rookie out of Alabama. This is Bratton, and he is stacked up. A short advance by Melvin Bratton. Left defensive tackle. Humphrey, and he stopped behind the line on that 3rd and 1 call. Losing to the Raiders in Los Angeles. Sikahema. Kind of surprising that he made the catch, and that is hit down around the 20 by Scott Curtis on a 49-yard punt. Jay Simpson starting 12:30 Eastern Time. First down at the 1-yard line.
Mecklenburg's got it.
And there goes Mecklenburg for the score.
Fumbled from the snap. Now you'll see a Phoenix Cardinal on the replay grab a hold of his leg, but Mecklenburg is up and standing. Wow. Room service, something to ignite the Denver Broncos. He's moving, following motion. Rosenbaum never gets the snap. He's up off his knee. I believe they're going to count that one. 6 points, Denver, supplied by Carl Mecklenburg.
23-yard run on the fumble return by Mecklenburg, who is on his way to another Pro Bowl appearance. And now David Treadwell for the extra point. Kubiak put it down. And the Broncos with a 7-0 lead. A penalty marker is down. Carl Mecklenburg in his 7th season from the University of Minnesota. The AFC Defensive Player of the Month for November. Well, the call
Number 43, the defense.
Against the Cardinals
on the kickoff. The extra point is good.
And they'll tack it on to the kickoff for the Broncos with the 7-0 lead.
The center is Derek Kennard right in front of Carl Mecklenburg and 55 Dennison. It's all going to happen right here in the middle of all this, and the ball never gets to the quarterback's hands. Now, Denver likes to flop their inside linebackers wherever the strength of the offense is, but Mecklenburg, even though he's a linebacker, shows great leg strength and legs it in for the touchdown. Well, the defense for Denver is just about everything else, done just about everything else you can ask of them this season. And here with Wade Phillips, got to be happy.
Well, Carl Mecklenburg told us yesterday that the defensive changes.
Offside, number 45 of the defense on the try. 5-yard penalty on the kickoff.
Mecklenburg telling us the changes this season under Wade Phillips have helped pull the team together, with Cardinals now with 3 men back for the kickoff. Sikahema, Baker, and Usher. And here's Sikahema to the 20. Nice cut. Gets across the 25-yard line.
Shared the quarterback duty with Hogaboom and Tupa, but that shouldn't happen. Fumbled snap from center.
Now Jordan and Farrell in the backfield. The center is Derek Kennard. It's Farrell.
And he plays free safety, but he plays it like a middle linebacker.
Denver's #1 draft pick. Some of the late workouts pushed him up in the draft. Rookie from Arkansas, Steve Atwater. Good hole for Farrell. Short of the first down, 40 remaining. First quarter, Denver 7, Phoenix nothing. Rosenbaum.
Sikahema.
Wide open. Oh, overthrown.
Trap pass. Hank Coleman was telling us yesterday, look out for the trap pass on 3rd down.
It's Camarillo. And Vance Johnson says fair catch back at his 24-yard line. So it's down for the 24. Elway has it rejected. So Elway from the 24. Well, he threw a bullet for a short pickup. Elway can throw the ball, drilling it to Vance Johnson.
Yeah, he almost tattoos your
Ribs since back in early November, hit hard by Pittsburgh nose tackle Gerald Williams. Says it is just bruised right now. He's fine. 3rd down and 7. And the ruling is, it is a completed pass for a first down. It will be seen New Year's Day here on NBC. Florida State going against Nebraska. Humphrey stopped back behind the line by the outside 5. They lead the Cardinals by the score of 7-0. Elway throwing deep, collision back at the 40-yard line, but no penalty flags are down. Vance Johnson involved with a free safety, Lotta Young, and Johnson 5. And Elway with the deep drop with the time and has a man wide open. It's Natil for a long gainer inside. Fumble. 25. He did fumble it. And the call is that it will be Denver ball on a 46-yard reception.
Marcus Turner, John Elway to find him. This is an excellent catch by Natil. Now watch the tackle. The right arm. Turner comes up, knocks it right out of his hands.
Went out of bounds, but it's still Denver's ball.
See if we can pick up Lonnie. Tim McDonald. Whoa. There the ball is loose. I don't know if the top of the ball is out.
Looked like the nose of the ball may have been out of bounds, but it's difficult even from this angle to tell. Here it is again.
Looks like they're going to review it, take a very good look at it. Now, Tim McDonald is in bounds himself. The question is the ball in bounds? We can't tell from there. The last angle we had, I think, was the best angle. But it's hard to tell if the point of the ball is out of bounds, and the ball can be out of bounds and brought back in. It's not the same as the goal line. It has to be. If it does, then it's out of bounds. No question about it.
That is what the replay official felt. So the crowd reacts as Denver now first down from the 21-yard line. And Elway has the completion to Johnson.
Good tackle.
But a very short Denver leading Phoenix. Quick release, underthrown, intended for Johnson. Then one-time Phoenix Cardinal in camp with the Cardinals last year, and he puts it through. Treadwell, 24 for 29 on the year. So the Broncos with a 10-0 lead on the Cardinals. And the kickoff by Treadwell took a high hop, and Sikahema will play it in the end zone. A Cardinal player is down. He's hurt. And
also
and one of the upmen, Darrell Usher, on the return. Gets across the 30-yard line. Total yards.
And you got that sun right in your eye.
It is a 2nd down and 8 at the 33. Off the roll. Rosenbach did not fool anyone. Ron Holmes making it 9 sacks the last 9 games.
He had a receiver open, too. Sikahema ran the pattern out of the backfield, but Holmes was there to get him before he could even get the ball up to try to make the attempt. See Sikahema on the left? Now watch him. He'll be open just above the left corner of the screen. Rosenbach just can't get it up and throw it. As a matter of fact, that ball appears to pop loose, but they call him in the grass.
Well, with Rosenbach, the starter at quarterback, said, well, I hope they don't win their whole opener. And it is a 10-0 Denver lead. 3rd down, 17. Rosenbach airing it out, and it is broken up. The pass intended for Darrell Usher. And Mark Haynes got a piece of it.
Low percentage passes, some priority.
And Camarillo punting once again to Vance Johnson. Nice moves by Johnson, but he could not get outside. Hard line. They lead the Phoenix Cardinals by the score of 10-0. We are early 2nd quarter. Big hole for Melvin Bratton. Working his way across the 45. The left defensive tackle, Rod Sadler, making the stop. Word on Ricky Natil. Second back coming through. Big hole for Humphrey. Stopped by Eric Hill, and the Broncos. Bratton Picking his way inside the 45, the left defensive end, David Galloway, making the thing. Denver lead. Second down and 6 at the Phoenix 44. Elway off the roll, could not find anyone, and then completes to Bratton. But he is shy of the first down. The free safety, number 43, Lonnie Young, on the tackle at the Cardinal 40. Play action. And it's a first down. The tight end, Clarence Kay, picks it up, run out by first reception by Kay. And Elway goes the middle and completes to Johnson. Whistle had blown. Position in the NFL.
He's so fast it's scary, too.
Second down 8 from the 21. Humphrey, change of direction, beautiful cut. And it will be a first and goal for the Broncos.
Well, he does an outstanding job of setting up the block of the guard Waddell. He absolutely makes all the yards here by himself. Now you'll watch the guard pull out in front of him, 67. Now watch what he does to Ken Harvey. Stops him, gives Waddell a chance to hit him, and then Waddell ends up getting Young and Harvey. That's all on Bobby Humphrey. He did that all himself. Used the blocker perfectly.
He won 18. First and goal down at the 3.
Cool.
Oh, that completely fooled the Cardinals. But a penalty marker is down.
I think they're going to call Clarence Kay on a crackback block.
Even when Sewell was in the end zone, the Cardinals did not realize that he had the ball.
Now they're calling the right guard, Waddell, on a twist.
Triple foul, tripping number 67 in the offense. 10-yard penalty.
And it sets it back to a first and goal at the 13, 8th play of the drive. Humphrey. This time could not get inside, had a notion.
3 wide receivers, and Kay, the tight end, is standing up as the 4th.
Elway has Sewell. Touchdown. Steve Sewell soaring over.
Ken Harvey, the linebacker, was the man in coverage. A 14-yard catch. I said Clarence Kay was in the ball game. Actually, it was Orson Mobley as the 4th wide receiver. And Sewell, you see him as the back right there in front of Elway, and Elway locks onto him. And then the high jump, the old scissors play, and he's in the end zone twice. 1 counts.
14-yard touchdown pass play. 3rd touchdown of the season for Sewell. And Treadwell, as Kubiak was able to handle that high snap, put it through. So John Elway now 10 for 16, 119 yards. Steve Sewell, a quiet man in recent weeks. For the rookie Tim Rosenthal, what's your feeling about that?
I don't like it. He only gets a quarter and a half. I don't like it a bit.
Returned by Sikahema. And yes, that's it. Well, could that be Hank Coolman desperately seeking a win in the NFL? But he's
sure. But still, I think the future of this quarterback is with Rosenthal.
However, Hogeboom completes to the tight end Robert at the 32. 5 minutes left. Just under 5 left, first half. Hogeboom, snowed under. Second sack for the Broncos. Warren Powers and Greg Cragen appeared to be involved.
43rd sack of the season for this Denver defense. And you can see they basically just overpower the offensive line. Joe Wolf got over man. He's number 68. He was the man on Holmes. And also Lance Smith was basically run over.
And there's Powers, man with very long arms, 39-inch sleeve length. A Denver second pick on the second round out of Maryland. 3rd down and 13 from the 24. Broncos 17, Cardinals nothing. Hogeboom running out of the pocket and nearly picked off.
Mark Haynes finally got it, but he was out of bounds. Randy Robbins had it right in his hands. Ball was intended for Darrell Usher.
Smith sitting it out today. 6th punt of the day for the busy Rich Camarillo. And Vance Johnson is back. Camarillo from his 10. Johnson from the 31. Good coverage by the Cardinals. First down at the 35 with 4:05 to go. In this first half, Humphrey following blockers. So Bobby Humphrey, 6 from the 39. Denver looking to clinch home field advantage for the entire playoffs. Humphrey battling his way. And the first down is picked up on the sneak by Elway.
Now this one is getting
nothing. Humphrey again prevented from making the turn by Bell and Hill.
Well, when they go in at halftime,
certainly has the right to do what they would like. And apparently they wanted to take a long look at a guy they've invested a lot of money in. It is completed to the tight end Clarence Kay. 39-yard line as Elway fires deep downfield, and it is intercepted. Cedric Mack with his second interception of NFL Live earlier today. Hogaboom on the swing for Sikahema.
The Cardinals still only have 1 first down with 2 minutes to go in the first half. 1 first down.
2nd and 10 from the 20 for the Cardinals, who took over off that second interception by Mack. Hogaboom incomplete. Sikahema should have held on. Did not. He was covered by the linebacker. And he completed to Novacek. It appeared that it was Harry Hogaboom signed with Phoenix as a Plan B free agent, originally a 5th-round draft pick of the Dallas Cowboys. Hogaboom going sideline, and now he is intercepted by Tyrone Braxton. The pass intended for Roy Green. So the Broncos going with the 6 defensive backs, and Braxton with his Broncos first down from their 28 with 1:36 remaining first half. Denver 17, Phoenix nothing. Humphrey with a big hole, and Humphrey gets to midfield. The strong safety Tim McDonald on the stop. There's Humphrey rolled up 23 more yards.
Hurry up offense by Denver. They want more points.
Humphrey has gone for 90 yards now, 16 carries. Elway firing and has a first down in this first half.
Well, they already got Ricky Nuttall over there on the sideline with a knee problem. Worst thing that could happen is you lose a lot of players in this game, although you are going to have a couple of weeks to get them ready to play.
17-0. Broncos scoring on a fumble recovery by Mecklenburg, a 39-yard field goal by Treadwell, and
climbing out underneath 1,200 pounds of body.
And Elway, let's see, is it ruled a completion?
One guy says yes, the other one says no. Safety clear.
And Elway completes to Johnson. Nice spin by it left in the half. It's a 2nd and 1 at the 11. Elway with the time, and then decides to go down. Intent appears to be headed for the University of Kentucky, but said there'll be nothing more about that until after the game. Elway goes incomplete.
Mobley
4 for 29 on the season. So the Denver Broncos extend to a 20-0 lead on the Phoenix Cardinals. Half all Denver, 20-0 lead. The kickoff by Treadwell, followed by Sikahema. Out to the 20. So, a wipeout first half. And only 48.
And remember, they got 25 on one play to Novacek for a tight end.
2nd down 10. And Hogaboom incomplete. Intended. There is that potential there. Although
they're going to be very active in the Plan B free agency. Larry Wilson told us that yesterday. They're going to go out and find a lot of people because They do want to make this team a winner, and they have a good nucleus on defense and some good players on offense.
Third down, 15. A completion for Don Holmes. He is short for the 7th time. Vance Johnson letting it roll. And the clock is rolling down on the Cardinals. I don't think you can rev up any anger.
No.
That is it for the first half. So here at Sun Devil Stadium in Tempe, Dan Reeves and the Denver Broncos with a 20-0 lead on the Cardinals of Phoenix. We'll be back. Second half underway. And Ken Bell on the kickoff return. And a
very evident today, too.
Denver first down from the 10. Back to the ground for Humphrey, who had a spectacular first half. Carl Carter, the right corner, made the stop. Humphrey now 17 carries, 99 yards. Yes, first down at the 20. And Bratton picks up short yardage. Humphrey. And he's hammering it across the 25. 100-yard rushing game. And this is rookie season. Elway with lots of time. Oh, beautiful cut. That's by Michael Young, a one-handed grab. And he went for 29 on the reception.
Great job, too, by Elway reading that pattern. Now, one of the cardinal sins of a receiver is don't break on top of a defensive back. But he does. And Elway puts the perfect touch on it. Watch that right hand. Bring it back. Tuck it in. Outstanding. There's a highlight. That'll be shown a few times.
First catch of the day, 20th of the season for the 5-year man out of UCLA. A Plan B free agent from the LA Rams, Michael Young. And Vance Johnson with his quiet and sedate. How about second down and 4?
I meant to say quiet and sedated.
Oh, I speak for the Denver Broncos, but they said they wouldn't mind that at all as long as the crowd shows up. That has not been the case this season. Third down and 3. And a nice catch made by Elway looking for Young, who came back, had a nice hook pattern, but incomplete. Missed the 9th play of the drive. It's a second down and 10 at the 33. Now Young, 83, in motion. Elway off the roll. There's a nice throw by Elway. Did well to get it off. Michael Young.
Well, look at Elway. He's already back, all the way back by the team.
And the ball spotted at the 22-yard line. Mel Bratton with a penalty marker down.
Throughout the season, the holding calls in big games and important drives.
First down and 20 at the 32. Acceleration by Humphrey who broke the tackle. Getting inside the 20. Cedric Mack on the stop on the beautiful run by Bobby Humphrey.
He breaks the tackle of an excellent tackler, too. Lonnie Young is the free safety for the Phoenix Cardinals, and watch this. Boom, takes him on, stops dead, spins. Lonnie Young is a very, very good tackler. Finally, Galloway slows him down a little bit. Cedric Mack, 47, along with Ken Harvey, 56, get him on the ground. But that is a nice 15-yard pickup, and now 117 yards for Humphrey. And he's got a ways to go, too. He's going to get a lot more before this game is over.
Second down and 5 at the 17. And a delay, and he's going to throw off the option. Touchdown! Humphrey to Bratton on the option pass.
17 yards
for a 17-yard score.
He's thrown it once before. That's the first time he's completed it.
So 2 rookies hooking up. Bobby Humphrey out of Alabama. Mel Bratton, who was a gamble as a 7th-round draft pick. The Broncos gambling that he'd make it back from a severe knee injury.
Tim McDonald, 46, is the man in coverage. It almost looks like Mel Bratton used his hand to give him some distance against Tim McDonald, but it goes as a score. Nice play. Put it in the films.
Treadwell puts it through. So Denver with 8:46 to go in the third quarter, leading Phoenix 27-0. His first touchdown pass in the NFL on the option, connecting with Mel Bratton. Treadwell bouncing one to Sikahema. Looks to put some speed on, get down across the 30-yard line.
Back to the touchdown. When you've got a running back who runs for 117 yards on the day, then you got the fullback that comes up through here. Tim McDonald is the man that drops coverage. Humphrey goes out here. It's not that pretty, but he does throw it very well. And watch Bratton at the end of the play. Watch his right arm. It kind of pushes McDonald off a little bit to make the catch. They don't catch him. It counts.
11 plays, 90 yards. A drive that went over 6 minutes. And Denver with a 27-0 lead. Hogaboom, who came on for the rookie Rosenbaum, able to complete to Roy Green. And he refused. All right, here is Hogaboom completing to Jordan. And he stopped short of the first down by Mark Mung, the latest injury. Right tackle sideline today. Third down and 2 at the 49. Hogaboom in trouble. Gets it away. Incomplete through the hands. Those of you who were wondering, the NFL record most punts. Oh, no, he will not punt. He's going to throw. He completes. Penalty marker is down. Ron Wolfley on the reception. It is short of the first down, but a flag. Material regarding punter Rich Camarillo. It is a first down at midfield as Denver takes over. Humphrey trying to stiff arm his way. Johnson splits to the left. Mark Jackson to the right. Elway for Humphrey.
Well, this kid's a player. I'm telling you, this kid is a real player. I think it's interesting that in the NFL this year is clearly the best offensive player in the NFC is Barry Sanders of the Detroit Lions, and here Humphrey for the Denver Broncos. Nice pull by Doug Weidel, but well, Humphrey can do so many things. He gets yards when they're not there. An excellent pass receiver. He can throw for touchdowns. What a pick.
Third down and 1 at the 41. Humphrey was a question mark coming off that broken foot injury. Here's Humphrey picking up the first down.
He was hurt.
Young, the free safety, made the stop.
Excuse me. He was hurt early with the busted ribs, but I think he has made a point to the people in Denver that I'm not injury prone, and that was his label coming out of the University of Alabama.
Talking about it with Dan Reeves last night, he said he was so impressed the way Humphrey readjusted his running style after he hurt his ribs.
Yeah. It's got that forward body lean. And, of course, this is something that since Otis Armstrong, the Broncos really haven't had a guy to give the ball to a great deal.
Humphrey has been getting the ball a great deal.
We've lost 2 straight. And here today he has a career high in yards. Congratulations to Bobby Humphrey. And he also goes over the 1,000-yard mark in the first half.
A couple of weeks ago against the Raiders, 125 yards. So he has surpassed that. Sammy Winder, who just checked in, stopped
in the AFC.
Third down, 6 at the 35. A lot of movement, and we see the flags being thrown as Elway fires a bullet. Oh, nice catch made by to jumping the gun. He's been so effective at that. Here's Elway on the roll, and he completes. Clarence Kay for a touchdown. So Clarence Kay playing a major role today. Following the expression of unhappiness, Clarence Kay with his 3rd catch of the afternoon, and Kay with a 2nd touchdown of the season. So Denver now with a 33-0 pounding over the Phoenix Cardinals. Clarence Kay, one of the NFL's best blocking tight ends. But the last 2 weeks, 3 catches apiece.
Here's Clarence Kay right here. He fakes the down block, and as Elway rolls out, he really has another primary receiver, but I think he eventually goes to Kay. Watch him. See, he's faking there. Everybody's clearing out. And Elway finally finds him, and then the turn back in gets underneath the tacklers. Clarence Kay at about 255 runs over people for the score. Second touchdown reception of the season.
After further review, the play stands. Touchdown.
I think they were looking at whether or not his knee was down before he got to the goal line, but they're going to give him the score.
And Clarence Kay very happy about the day he has had in his 5th season out of the University of Georgia. Here is Treadwell putting through the uprights. Make it 34-0 Denver.
Oh, Bobby Humphrey leave the game, and Sammy Winder come in. Yeah, you do have to protect these guys now for the playoffs. Elway had food poisoning. He did a great job. Oh, this kid's a very valuable player.
Sikahema on the screen. Subbing for Elway in that victory over the Washington Redskins. Okafor, 3 minutes to go in this 3rd quarter. Penalty marker is tossed. Intended to put it back from a fractured collarbone. 3rd down play.
Over there watching a game early in the season, so.
Well, there's a positive point, Bob. Oh, penalty marker down. A hard hit on Darrell. And Hogaboom has a deflected penalty marker.
No. He's got it. He's got it.
Off the 1st and 20, Green on the reception.
And they are across the 50.
In the game today. Sikahema. As we come up on goals, go into the hurry-up. Hogaboom couldn't find anyone. And now goes incomplete. Intended for second. It's a 4th down and 3. And Hogaboom going for it. Has it with Sikahema. So he has the 1st down.
No huddle.
1st down at the 31. Hogaboom got the time, but threw it off. Get off of the job by the University of Florida. Hogaboom almost picked off. Wyman Henderson had it on the list of general manager Larry Wilson. It does not seem that that is likely. Oh, Hogaboom lost it.
Fletcher took it right out of his hand, Marv. Simon Fletcher took it right out of his hand. Wade Phillips, the defensive coordinator, comes in with the defense that led the NFL in scoring, leading 34-0. Nice play. Hogaboom takes that ball back. And when his arm goes forward, there is no football, and Simon Fletcher is on it.
Timeout is taken. We'll be back in a moment.
Knocks it right out of Hogaboom's hand, and it's recovered by the Denver Broncos. It's underneath Fletcher. I don't know who got the recovery, but Denver ball.
3rd turnover for the Phoenix Cardinals. Jeff Alexander now with 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, threw for 247 yards. 2nd down and 6. Sammy Winder and Reeves has done some Sammy Field. Marv Albert, Bob Trumpy from Sun Devil Stadium in Tempe.
But to win fans to begin with, almost impossible to win them back. And that's what Phoenix has to do. They're not happy.
4th quarter, and the Broncos in front of the Cardinals, 34-0. Kubiak again going to Johnson. It is a 1st down at the Phoenix 39. And Winder again quarterback for the Phoenix Cardinals. 2nd down and 8. And the completion to Steve Dallas earlier today. They clinched at least the wild card in the playoffs. 3rd down and 4. And now the Broncos pick up the 1st down. Mecklenburg on a recovery of a fumble and ran it in for 23 yards for the 34 points. Broncos 1st down at the 23. Here's Winder at the 20. Going to the outside is Alexander. And he's hit down by Francisco, Denver, and the Giants. Are in. 3rd down 4 at the 17. There's rest time for the rookie out of Alabama, Bobby Humphrey, who had a spectacular day here at Sun Devil Stadium. 128 yards on the ground. He threw a touchdown pass, instrumental in this big lead by the Denver Broncos. David Treadwell looking to add to it. 35-yard attempt. And make it 3 for 3 for Treadwell. So the Broncos extend the lead. It is 37-0. Denver over Phoenix. The kickoff by David Treadwell. A short kick played by Darrell Usher. Gets out to the 25-yard line. The Christmas special tonight right here on NBC. First down at the 26. Hogaboom completing across the 30 to the tight end Robert Awalt, who was hit by
to the goal line.
And again, they move over the Cardinals.
Fletcher on the sack.
Yes, and that is his 11th defensive point of view. Second down and 16, and it gets worse and worse for Gary Hogaboom.
That time,
and the Cardinals on their way to their 5th consecutive loss and a record of 5 and 10. With 3 consecutive sacks. What a series for the Broncos. This time, Tim Lucas. And that is his second.
Watch. Boom. He absolutely runs over Sikahema.
And here is Rich Camarillo for his 8th punt of the day. So it's his first in the second half. And the fair catch called for
Tom Tupa. His dance card was not filled today. He's a wallflower.
First by Sammy Winder. He's seen his Denver Broncos turn it around from the disappointing 8-8 season last year. That road record should also reflect 0-3 in Super Bowl competition on neutral grounds. Jeff Alexander. Denver Broncos, with the victory here today, will clinch home field advantage throughout the playoffs, which is so significant.
Oh, yeah, especially for a place like Mile High Stadium. A tremendous home field crowd. That place just rocks when Denver begins to get things going. And then your opponent always has to face the possibility of bad weather. Lots of snow. You don't know what's going to happen up there in Denver in January. So as long as Denver keeps winning in the playoffs, their next road game may be New Orleans.
Well, although the Giants handled that snow last week in the 14-7 victory over the Broncos. Sammy the 36. Winder on a sweep.
Wydell in front of him.
And he has the first down.
2 rushes, 187 yards.
And it's Winder again able to make the turn and has another first. Bobby Humphrey with the play selection changed somewhat. Here's Denver on its way to a record of 11 up and 4 down, and you can see the rushing stats here today.
Yeah, that's another reason why I choose Dan Reeves as the coach of the year. Changed almost the entire philosophy of the team. Run, stop the run. Inserted 4 new guys on the offensive line. Changed defensive staff and emphasis. And they're 11 and 4.
Second down and 1. Alexander. Well, the most valuable player in today's game, sponsored by Budweiser, no question about it, Bobby Humphrey of the Denver Broncos. And Budweiser makes the contribution to the United Way on behalf of all the MVPs selected in this weekend's games. Bobby Humphrey with a terrific all-around game. Third down and 1.
Oh, boy, it's going their way. Kubiak fumbles, picks it up. There's nobody there. Falls ahead for a first.
Member of the Cardinals. Outstanding left tackle sitting with Joe Wolf. It's been a long day and a long season remaining in this fourth quarter. By Andy Rosenberg. NFL Live produced by David Neal. NFL Live directed by Bucky Guntz. NFL Live news producer Ricky Diamond. Our technical directors Mike Stremiski and Richard Sansevier. Thanks to our statistician, Mr. Stats, Elliott Cow, Dan Reeves, and the Broncos in a wipeout, a 37-0 blanking of the Phoenix Cardinals. We'll be back in just a moment.
Off for the Denver Broncos, you can look for Anthony Miller to be returning it. He needs a couple of good ones, 25 yards or more to take over the lead. in kickoff returns in the National Football League. That one is 24, so it's right in the neighborhood. Now let's take a look at the San Diego Chargers. And first, of course, we will take a look at their offense. An offensive line that is coming off of an excellent game against Kansas City. Their backs and receivers, they'll feature the running of Marion Butts, and they'll complement him with an H-back and 2 tight ends. On passing downs, Butts, the H-back, and 1 tight end will come out. Darren Nelson comes into the backfield. Wayne Walker and Quinn Early will come in as the wide receivers. And as expected, Marion Butts opens on the ground. Let's take a look at Denver's defense. A defense that is allowed an NFL low of 207 points. When they face the pass, the nose tackle and 2 left side linebackers will come out. And they are replaced by 3 defensive backs. Now, normally that would give you 7 in the secondary. However, rookie free safety Steve Atwater moves up to linebacker, where he has been very effective. Little play action fake by Billy Joe. Drops it off to Arthur Cox. Cox to the 40. Cox to the 50 and into Denver territory. In the stand, 6'2", 277 pounds. First down at the 48 after that gain of 20. Quick out. Far side is complete to Anthony Miller.
I think he might be lying about 270.
That's the remaining back. Parker is in motion. And here's Butts to the outside. In this game, not a lot, but a little bit more than Denver, because San Diego wants to win, and I know it's been a very disappointing season. Play action fake. Right side, and he overthrows the intended receiver, who is Wayne Walker. It'll be second.
A little bit him on that pass.
2nd and 10. Walker's in motion. Tolliver to throw. It's off to Butts and right through his hands.
And a little more velocity form, but McMahon said yesterday, hey, he said, if they'll sign me to a contract, I'll come back and compete for the job. I don't care. I'll take my chances with the training camp next year.
3rd and 10. Nelson is into the offensive set. Tolliver goes deep, and he overthrows everybody. He was out of time, and he was throwing it away.
Coming off.
52 yards away. It's going to come up short. So Denver's offense this year, the Broncos feature a revamped and much more physical offensive line. Backs and receivers, a pair of rookies, Bobby Humphrey and Mel Bratton starting as running backs. On passing downs, now they will come out, and Steve Sewell comes into the backfield. Michael Young comes in as a wide receiver. Then the tight end, Clarence Kay, will go out, and another tight end, Orson Mobley, comes in, but he'll come in as the 4th wide receiver. Denver, first opportunity from their own 34-yard line. And Mel Bratton has a couple of yards. It'll be 2nd down and 8. And let's check the 10-minute ticker. Rams come from behind to defeat New England. Now, that puts another...
Complicates that.
It complicates that mix, doesn't it? Here's the reverse to Sewell. And he is taken out of bounds by...
Recognized with Pro Bowl selections.
The ball at the 38. Here is Elway. He fires. The pass is incomplete. It'll be 4th down.
In fact, is gone, Charlie.
Mike Horan kicking.
Very high, but not too deep.
McConkey with a fair catch at the 34-yard line. So we've got a timeout. 10:50 time remaining in the first period, and we have no score. It's beginning to sort itself out, but there's still some sorting to go on.
Not as much as there was yesterday.
That's right. And Butts is met. He's going to lose a couple of yards. Tolliver to throw. Over the middle, through the hands of Butts. Incomplete. So Butts is 0 for 2. 6 in the secondary for the Broncos. And Walker goes in motion. Tolliver over the middle, and it is broken up. Walker, the intended is the return man. Bell will be returning all of the punts and back on the kickoffs today, as Dan Reeves wants him to regain some of that confidence. Here comes pressure. He's bobbled a few this season. This one he stays away from, and it'll go out of bounds. This could be in the finals. Those teams are all that good, and they'll all be on NBC on January the 1st. Denver from the 20. Bobby Humphrey. Humphrey to the 27, the first. 2nd and 4. Elway fires, and a flag is down. Clear. Elway is dropped at the 25. Williams, O'Neal, and Miller. 2nd and 17. Pass is complete far side to Orson Mobley. Mobley a tight end in the 4. They're in. If they lose, Green Bay is in.
Much simpler now.
3rd down and 8. Elway has a man open at Sewell, and he can't hang on to it, and he had the first down by a McConkey is the return man. Had a rumor earlier in the week, Faircatch, that he was going to run for the Senate in the state of New York. He said, I think that's a bit premature. Saturday snapshots. For the 2nd straight week, the Chargers took Wednesday off, but they made up for it in yesterday's practice. Merlin's brother Phil, former Denver Bronco, who now broadcasts for Utah State, is here with us this weekend. That's offensive guard Broderick Thompson's red cap. I promised to get it on television. Oh, by the way, that's quarterback Billy Joe Tolliver with me. Watch out for your teammates. The Chargers put defensive back Lester Lyle's car on blocks, took the tires, and left it overlooking the practice field. Denver came to town, and rookies Bobby Humphrey and Mel Bratton dropped by for a visit. Bobby Humphrey has the golden touch, but he told us he did leave room for a Super Bowl ring. Coordinator Wade Phillips said his entire defense has contributed to its success, and head coach Dan Reeves wished everyone a Merry Christmas. Saturday snapshots. Had a chance to visit with both teams. That's always fun. That's one of the better parts of our job, are visiting with the players and the coaches. No score here. San Diego with a first down at their own 30-yard line. Butts is the remaining back. And Tolliver will come out throwing. This is a screen. And it is. Tolliver is 2 for 8 as a thrower, but he has 6 consecutive. Nelson comes in. Walker comes in. He's the motion man. Blitz coming from the left side. Tolliver steps forward. Juggle and the drop. Anthony Miller with the man. Denver has a return on. Not that good a kick. And Bell runs past it. And it goes to the 21-yard line.
Charlie,
15 yards would take it back to the 22. The ball rolled to the 21, so they leave it there. And Bobby Humphrey carries. That was the long explanation of the long explanation of the. It doesn't make any difference. Bobby Humphrey. Couple of yards to the 27. And the other champion will be either Minnesota or Green Bay. Elway, they're going to ruin the grass. Kicking, has pressure. He gets a good one off. McConkey, fair catch at the last moment at the 34-yard line. Oh,
more understandable on the part of the Denver Broncos. I'm surprised we haven't seen a more emotional San Diego team.
Tolliver goes deep. This may be the emotion. McEwen, the H-back, has it. Butts is the running back. A looping timing pattern that Miller went inside and could not get. Play action. It's intercepted at the 22-yard line. Wyman Henderson with the interception, 22 yards on the return.
And Tolliver can't get it off with any strength on it. Right here, he's leaning back, feeling the heat right there from one of the league's leading sackers. We've got 2 of them here today. And not only Fletcher, but Lee Williams, who got a sack just a moment ago.
And Denver with a turnover at their own 43-yard line, and they've been putting points on the board this year after turnovers. Football. San Diego has it back.
Advantage of their opportunities on the turnover, nor stop their opponents when they've given the ball away.
They have an opportunity here, and Marion
expect of NFL teams who are at the end of their season.
Parker's the motion man, and here is Butts to the form.
And Simon Fletcher. That's made that front 7 so much tougher.
Tolliver has pressure, throws it in. Rookie mistake, it's intercepted. Boy, he went into triple coverage.
Brad Hankey.
37-yard line. And Bobby Humphrey is hit at the line. 2nd and 9.
Whoa. Shotgun.
Elway's pass is incomplete. And the punter, Phil McConkey, the return man. Looking for a block. It's not going to be there. And he will be brought down to the 28-yard line. 35 yards on the... San Diego at their own 28-yard line, first down. Tolliver throws deep. Interception.
And some of those weren't close either. He has had a number of drops.
That's a drop. He's had 4 drops. Here's the screen, and it is incomplete. Darren Nelson, the intended receiver. Tolliver's pass is complete. A flag is down. If it stands up, it's Anthony Miller.
Fraction behind Miami coming into this game for the AFC lead.
3rd and 20. Tolliver has time, goes downfield. He's got the first down. Quinn Early with the reception. Nelson is in motion, a first down at the 40. But San Diego has decided to live or die by the pass. This is complete to the rookie Wayne Walker at the 37-yard line of Denver. 24 yards. So back-to-back 22 and 24 yards.
Rather pathetic. Rather pathetic, and not great defense. Just unemotional offense.
Report on Dennis Smith. He is out with a groin sprain. Nelson. Action fake. Pass is complete. Anthony Miller. Walker's in motion. Nelson carries. He comes inside maybe a yard. That's a much better situation here than you can find anywhere in the National Football League. 2nd and 9. Knocked away. Run. We're ready on Christmas Eve. We'll celebrate tomorrow. 3rd and 9. Tolliver far side. He's got Walker. And he is... Chargers motivation to end the season with a victory. And it's Butts. He's got it. 15. Butts the remaining back. Fitz is now in motion. He becomes the lead blocker. And a couple of yards counting time remaining in the first half.
Reverse.
Anthony Miller. And Butts is going to be stopped. Starting at the San Diego 28. And here is Butts diving, and he is turned away again. It'll be 3rd.
They'll stop him again.
And it is good. We kind of want the return team to think about this.
Look out.
Ken Bell. And he returns to the...
I'd say brilliant about anybody here today.
Elway, the little shuttle pass back underneath to Bobby Humphrey. Dan Reeves told us he was going to... Elway has all the time in the world. The pass complete to Vance. First down at the 40. Humphrey jumps to the outside and goes to the 48. Elway to throw. It is low to the right side to Humphrey. It's incomplete.
First part of this ball game.
Play action, and the pass is complete. Clarence Kay has the first. San Diego leading it here by a score of 3-0. And right now for a news update, let's go to... And while you are away, the Denver Broncos have just taken the lead from 12 yards out A little shuttle pass to this man, Bobby Humphrey. We'll show that to you right after the extra point attempt by David Treadwell. And it is good. And Denver goes up by a score of 7-3.
Quick little shuttle pass right here. Underhanded flick right there to Humphrey, who has no trouble getting in. But the most interesting part of this play, which we'll show you in a few moments, was Elway's confrontation with our referee. We'll come back after this. Anthony will get this one on the dead. No, Holly, yes he will. Holland hands it off to him, but he wishes he hadn't given it. Elway right on his back. Now watch the play, turn it loose, and watch O'Neill coming in from the right-hand side of your screen. The ball is gone. 1-2, clearly a late hit. Now watch Elway. He's going to jump up. Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. Watch Elway. Jumps up, and he's right in the face of Tom White. He continued that confrontation on for quite a while toward the sideline, furious with the new referee for not calling roughness on that play. And Charlie, he's right.
He is right. The return, by the way, for Anthony Miller was 15 yards. And Tolliver comes out throwing, and it's intercepted. Randy Robbins.
Billy Joe Tolliver had 5 touchdowns and only 4 interceptions.
Some more quality time when the game was still on the line. And Bratton is the ball carrier. Mel Bratton close to the first down. And while the third down and 1. Humphrey is going to lose a couple.
Juriga, left guard, Charlie.
Kubiak to throw. Second down. Rolls, throws. The receiver, Michael Young, had to come back, and third down and 1 at the 25. And the defense was by David Treadwell. And it is no good. It is off to the side.
Personal foul, defense, hands to the head, after the kick, post possession, half the distance to the goal line, first down, San Diego.
It is a post-possession foul that means after the kick, so possession had already. And this is Darren Nelson coming to the outside. Tolliver to throw. He goes deep to Miller. It is incomplete. Kip Corrington broke it up. Tolliver, incomplete. Tolliver now in the first half.
Billy's thrown it today.
Third down. Has the first down. Anthony Miller pulls it in. Tolliver goes deep far side, and he overthrows. 8th overthrow. Even it was a cold day.
Reverse.
Miller. Looks for a block.
The same play that they came close to scoring on right now.
25 yards in the last play to the Denver 45. And this pass is complete to McEwen. Second down and 3 at the 38. Tolliver, now he's on target. Anthony Miller. Tolliver looks, bumps, has a man all alone, overthrows it.
Tolliver getting into a better rhythm in that particular drive, too. Needs to finish it up.
And
too much.
The clock that you're looking at there, the game clock is 35 seconds.
35 seconds, so we've got enough time for a couple of plays.
Has pressure. Incomplete. Yard field goal attempt. And he has it. So he has hit from 22 and 42 and missed
to play against the best.
Ken Bell from the 1 to the 20 has a nice return out across the 30-yard line. And be sure to be with us on Championship Monday. We'll
Try and practice in some of that warm weather.
And I'm excited for him. I think it's a great. I think it's just great for the school and the state.
Just a final ad. It's cold.
Every 12-yard to start the second half. Darren Carrington is the return man. And the Broncos will move on offense. Just a couple of quarters away. Kubiak, a little play action fake, rolls back to this side, slips the tackle, and slides.
Here earlier today. Oh, intercepted.
Diving interception. Did he have possession?
I think he did.
Vincey Glenn was going for it. They're going to. Tolliver, a quick out to the far side is complete. Play.
I don't think they're creeping here today. They're attacking the field.
They are. And here's Marion Butts. And he's got just...
They may be out in that Plan B market again if it survives the onslaught of the Players Association.
Third down. Tolliver, he's throwing it away. Everybody was covered. He was out of time. Like a linebacker in practice, doesn't he?
Well, he's got a little bit of that linebacker toughness to him. Last week in that ball game, he went in to protect Arthur Cox, a 280-pounder. You got to be, when a quarterback goes in. They're talking to Tolliver on the sideline.
Chris Barr from 53 yards away and makes it. His longest. At the goal line, it is Carrington. To the 20. Nice return near the 30-yard line. Denver is on the ground with Mel Bratton.
Charlie, let me finish that. I have never seen that myself.
I'm not sure that I've ever seen one.
Well, I think so. Tolliver earned the respect of it.
Mel Bratton, soft-spoken young man, and he talked about coming back off of the knee injury. And when he had the knee injury, said nobody looked him in the face. They'd all look down and see how the knee was.
Check his legs. Of course, he went through a real traumatic year, drafted by the Miami Dolphins. Would have been the first player ever to grow up, go to high school there, Miami University, and then play with the Dolphins, but elected to sit out, go back through the draft, and came to Denver. He said, I think I made the right choice. I feel good about the way things have turned out.
He did make the right choice. Kubiak's pass, incomplete. There's no flag.
Vance Johnson.
Down. Kubiak from the shotgun stumbles a bit, scrambles out, and he will be dropped.
Another sack.
A little slow starting the season. Oh, this one really hangs up. McConkey, fair catch. Fumbles it. Denver has the ball. And headed is Mark Munford, headed for the goal line.
Can't advance him up on the chest and bounced.
And Denver with another opportunity. Here's Bobby Humphrey trying to get out. If they have possession, it is a fumble, and there are different rules applying.
That is advanceable.
Yes. And this pass is complete to Orson Mobley. Gary Plummer.
So he knows this defensive staff very well.
Third down and 9. Kubiak, a timing pattern, and it is intercepted. The Chargers have another one. This is Elliott Smith. Smith, the rookie, his first interception of the year, and he returns it to the 30-yard line. And here is Bobby Humphrey, and he bounces out, still on his feet.
300-pounder in that line.
The pass dropped off to Sewell underneath the coverage, and the tackle is made at the 6-yard, 24 yards away, right down the middle. And Denver moves on top by 1-10. Anthony Miller with the kickoff return. Now let's go back to the receivers. 9, San Diego with the ball. Tolliver is the quarterback, and he hands off to Marion Butts. And I'll tell you one thing, this Denver defense has taken the running game away from San Diego. That was
players have taken to the system, and he has fit the system to the players.
Marion Butts, 13 carries, 14 yards. Play action fake. Tolliver has time. He goes deep, and it is incomplete.
well, it should,
Yeah.
although the Broncos would hate to lose it.
We asked if he was ready, and he said
Yes. Yeah.
yes. 3rd down and 13. Here's pressure.
Stunts like they had to do in the past.
Vance Johnson is the return man.
Hello. Fair catch, huh?
Either that or they're getting serious about field position.
No, he's not going to fair catch.
To the 50, 45, and out of bounds. He got about 13 yards on the return following that 38-yard punt. Play action fake by Kubiak. He completes the pass to Orson Mobley, and Mobley just mowed him out. He's not hurt or anything. They just want to rest him, make sure he does not get hurt. Have Kubiak play some quality time when the game is on the line. Bobby Humphrey. And
On them over the next few plays and tell you a little bit about that.
Rewrite it. I tell you, he's already made some erasures. He's moved some names around.
Yes, he has. Highly productive rookie season for Bobby Humphrey. Many feel that he will rewrite the Broncos running books if he stays healthy. Certainly doing a fine job during this season and on that play as he picks up a first down. And Charlie, he would not be doing that without some fine play up front. And that offensive line has been rebuilt. We'll focus on them over the next few plays and tell you a little bit about that.
Rewrite it. I tell you, he's already made some erasures. He's moved some names around.
Yes, he has.
Humphrey again. The ball comes out with San Diego in possession. That's Leslie O'Neal. Tolliver fakes, gives to Nelson. Nelson. Walker in motion. Incomplete
At that point.
And the line of scrimmage now the 44 and a first down for San Diego. And here is Nelson stretching to the 50. Minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Play action fake to Butts. The pass far side is to Quinn Early near the first down marker.
Charlie, that's one of those interesting.
Spencer is in motion. Tolliver goes deep down the sideline, and it is intercepted.
The rookie, Steve Atwater. Such an important cog in this defensive scheme. And the youngster, with great anticipation, pulls one right out of the hands of the intended receiver. Watch him. At the highest point, strips that ball away, gets 1 foot down.
Oh.
Did he have a second foot down?
Oh, let's look again.
We maybe better look at that one again.
Let's look again.
Couldn't see from that angle, but maybe there'll be another one to tell us. Here's another look at it.
The interceptor, like a receiver, has to have 2 feet in bounds.
Got to have both feet on the ground after he gets possession of the football. Has the football.
There's
1,
2.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, it's the crossover
it's in
step.
behind. It's in behind the body, but definitely an interception.
And Tolliver has been intercepted 4 times by the Denver defense.
Equals his season total of interceptions.
First down, Sammy Winder.
Tolliver getting some of that pain here today.
Winder with Alexander of the split back. Play action. Kubiak a pump fake, throws, and he's got the first down. 21 yards. Sammy Winder. And Winder
At the guard position on the right side is now the left guard, and Gerald Perry has moved out from a guard position to the left tackle position. Lots of new bodies and new possessions, but they have had a big year offensively.
3rd down and 3.
25, that's plus 10. Bryan by Karts. He picks up 15 pounds, and I'll finish it after this play.
And that is the first penalty on Denver in the ball game, coming with 13:57 left in the 4th quarter.
He's got it, but he's going to be short of the first down. Vance Johnson, great catch. Ball thrown low and away, but Johnson will not have the first down. While they're sorting that out, let me just finish. Wydell in place of Karts Whitell is at 287. Cards at that time last year was 270, so they picked up 17 pounds there. And Lanier, the one who's in the same spot, has gone from 275 to 290. So this is a much 225 and 232 respectively. And Humphrey, who plays bigger than his 201 pounds, you've got a potent running game to go with Elway's passing game.
And Mike Horan will be kicking to Phil McConkey.
McConkey, remembering the last one that bounced off his chest, does not want that to happen again.
Good kick.
Whoa, rifle shot.
McConkey takes it over his shoulder. He is back to the 7, out to the 15. 12-yard return to Santa Existence, Southern California. Here was his early arrival. And we'll be back after these messages from your local station around the stadium.
A few last-minute wishes being whispered into Santa's ear.
I've got a couple written down. I'm trying to leave a message for him.
Billy Joe Tolliver's got a few that have been unanswered here today.
San Diego very ineffective on first down. High and incomplete.
His number's not that great coming in. He's a 50% thrower coming in, so much worse here today.
Tipped up, he goes to the 21. 3rd down and 8. 3rd down and 7. Darren Nelson, first down at the 35-yard line. Randy Robbins makes the tackle.
Hold out through this entire season.
Deep to Nelson. He's got it. 15-yard line. 60 yards.
Enjoy this one until he gets up off the ground. Bam. Whoa. Face full of helmet. That hurts.
At the Denver 15, first down. Broncos lead it by 1. 10-9. Nelson 3 for 71. Just under 11 and a half to go. And here is Butts. Flag is down. Butts goes out around the 4, maybe the first down back at the 25. Nelson gets to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Be second down at 10:41 and counting in the ball game. This is complete at the 15-yard line to Anthony Miller. Tolliver lots of time, throws back underneath the coverage. McEwen to the 15 to the 14. It's complete.
First down.
4-yard line, Darren Nelson. Here is Nelson on the sprint. Oh, he wanted to reverse and come back inside and was jacked. Atwater was right there waiting at the pass.
Steve Atwater joining that secondary, and he and Dennis Smith really put some crunches on people earlier in the year. Top left side of your screen, number 27. Watch him accelerate here. Takes the backside. Darren Nelson wanted to cut it back. Atwater said, no way.
This Denver defense continues to impress.
Although this has been a very good drive for Tolliver and San Diego. They can punch it in here. They can light up that scoreboard and go ahead.
It is complete and short. Nelson.
We just got to play better. And they've responded to that kind of thinking in Denver.
Spencer, the first back through. Did he get it? No signal.
A big call for Dan Henning. Breaker.
Spencer. Touchdown.
Second effort. Tim.
And we'll be back with a kickoff in a moment. San Diego leads it 16-10. Bell and Carrington are the deep backs, and the short kick. It's got to go 10 yards before or be touched.
Betsy Glenn has moved up to the corner.
And Kubiak kind of. Pass is complete over the middle to Johnson.
Whoa. Minnesota wins, it's Minnesota. If they lose, it's Green Bay.
Kubiak dropped at the 49.
Second sack of the day for
Kubiak, tipped, incomplete. Mark Jackson, the intended. Here's the kick. And he made good progress, too, coming back. San Diego will stay away. It goes out of bounds. Marion Butts. No gain. Mecklenburg.
there a lot.
Play action fake. Incomplete. Anthony Miller. It's a tradition. Usually they do it on the Friday practice of the last week. Darren Nelson, a terrible
Punch-style kicker on the ground. Ooh,
big hop taken at the 29. Pass to the 30 and then out of bounds at the 36.
And they're playing excellent football. And at home, they are tough.
Good football team. I like them to go all the way to the Super Bowl. In fact, I pick them to win the Super Bowl. Ball is airborne and it is incomplete. They're going to rule it as a pass. His arm is moving forward. But impact players, and those are the kind of plays that they must make. Kubiak's pass over the middle is complete to Vance.
They run receptions and has had a pile of them today.
Sammy Winder and Jeff Alexander are the two setbacks. Play action fake.
First down.
Run all the way. First down at the 45. 3:20 time remaining in the game. Kubiak far side. He's got the first down.
This time he got warning, and it's different. The chemistry is different.
It's a different mindset.
No, it's Lee Williams.
Yeah.
A defensive end. I'm not a tackle. Well, the tackles in the league are not going to take kindly to that, Charlie.
Well, we won't tell anybody. He said it, all right? Kubiak. This one is complete to Mark Jackson. And Jackson is
Christmas Eve. We know that's not possible. But for those who are Merry Christmas, for those who can't do it, and even Merrier Christmas, you deserve it.
Going deep to the corner, it is incomplete. Michael Young with the sure hands, the intended receiver. Vincey Glenn was there.
Another sack.
Another sack. Leslie O'Neal have the ball at their own 39-yard line.
They just want to run out the clock.
Here's the reverse with Miller.
Fumble.
Fumble. Denver has the ball at the 40-yard line.
One thing you don't want to do in that situation is turn the football over.
Michael Brooks pulled it loose.
And the turnover bites the Chargers.
He got it.
The Broncos will have one.
At the San Diego 40-yard line, first down, trailing by 6 with 1:28. Kubiak goes deep, has a man open. Flag is down at the 4. Michael Young is going to be pass interference against San Diego.
Vincey Glenn, number 25, forced into play at the corner because of Patterson being hurt. He is not a match over there. He's a safety trying to play corner. Michael Young gets away, and Vincey Glenn nails him
San Diego,
before the ball arrives.
And it'll be a 35-yard penalty to the 5, first down and goal to go. But he did save a touchdown.
He certainly did. And in terms of that, may have done the only thing he had a choice for. And he is forced to play out of position. Tough San Diego play. Now they got to make the goal line stand.
1:21 left. Sewell's going to throw the pass. And it's incomplete.
Another flag down, Charlie. Another flag. And I think they're going to call interference again. One of the linebackers, it might have been Plummer, getting there late.
Pass interference. Defense in the end zone. The ball be placed on the 1-yard line. First down and goal.
Kelly was the intended receiver.
You're right, at 25, and they are not going to get in with that one.
That's Jeff.
I agree with you, Charlie. That's a bad call.
Alexander, there is no signal from the officials.
I thought he got in.
I did too. There it is. Yes, it's official.
There's some fisticuffs going on down there. Alexander finally throws the ball into the stands. He'll pay for that. But he doesn't care. He's got his touchdown.
The kick to break the tie. Extra point this year. He misses wide right. Unbelievable. And the kickoff. Low bouncing kick to break up the rhythm of any kind of return. This is Jamie Holland. Holland to the 20, the 25, and he goes out of bounds with 30.
That reverse call for the third time, Charlie, but they have got an opportunity now to still win this ball game.
Tolliver wide open is McCune. And San Diego will stop the clock. 21 yards. Back underneath the coverage, 42-yard line. A gain of 8.
Quick timeout.
And the last timeout at the 33-yard line.
It's going to be about a 50-yard field goal.
Quinn. Underneath the coverage and out of bounds. 6 seconds. And now the field goal team will come out. 35 yards away for the win.